What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I want to talk about sleep. Everybody loves sleep, at least everybody that I've met loves sleep. I love sleep, and I love being able to go to bed at night knowing that I'm going to get quality sleep and I'm going to wake up feeling rested and energized and ready to attack and have fun and love the day. But I know that that wasn't always the case for me. And I know that's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people tend to struggle with falling asleep and staying asleep. And even if they do get sleep, they often wake up feeling like they never got enough sleep. And so it can be increasingly difficult to really put forth all of their effort and tension into the day because they feel chronically tired and like they need some more sleep. And so I want to give you just a couple practical tips that have helped me along my journey to get consecutive and consistent good nights of sleep that help me have the energy to do all of this and to love the process of it. So the first step really doesn't even have to do with sleep itself, but it has to do with how you're approaching the day as a whole. And one of the principle of this is being able to follow your circadian rhythm and aligning with the circadian rhythm, which is just the natural rhythm of day and night. We have evolved with nature. We are a product of nature, and our physiology has evolved to be in tune with nature. It's only been relatively recently that we've had access to artificial lighting and really the means to stay up late and stay up all night and bombard ourselves with all these sources of artificial lighting and things that stimulate our system during times when we're supposed to be winding down. So ideally, the best time to go to sleep is around 10:30. Because between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when most of your physical repair is happening. And then between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. is when most of your psychological and nervous system repair is happening. So if you miss those windows because either you're going to bed too late, and that's usually the biggest one, but it can even happen if you're consistently waking up super early for work or whatever reason, and you're missing those windows, you're cutting into that time, and inherently you're giving your body different signals that ultimately act as stressors that it has to adapt to. And ideally, we're meant to rise with the sun. So a little tidbit is, if you do find yourself having a tendency to miss those windows, it is better to wake up early if you need extra time to do things than it is to stay up late. Because when you wake up early, you can at least ride the natural rhythm, because naturally your cortisol, your stress hormones, will begin to elevate as the morning rises. And then ideally everything should begin to fall as the night approaches. And so with that knowledge of the circadian rhythm, you can also align your other activities and the other aspects of your day, like your nutrition, around that rhythm. So that means that in the morning time going into midday should be the time of most activity. That's when your stress hormones are the most elevated. That's the best time to do a lot of strenuous activity. And that's also the time, if you're gonna enjoy a cup of coffee or caffeine source, that ideally you want to do that before midday, because you'll be in line with the natural rhythm of things. And another side note is caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours. So if you have 300 milligrams of caffeine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, by 9 o'clock, you still got 150 milligrams of caffeine running through your system. And then by 3 o'clock in the morning, you've still got 75 milligrams of caffeine running through your system. So your body never really had a chance to properly wind down. So that's just a few of the practical things when it comes to just your day as a whole. Now, when it comes to actually going to sleep at night, a few of the things that I've found to be helpful are, one, creating a consistent routine around going to sleep. And this could mean that, an hour before bed, you get away from the technology, you shut the screens off, and you kind of like dim everything down. This could also mean maybe you do some kind of meditation practice or stretching routine, something that's going to help calm your system down before you go to bed. I've also found that paradoxically, if you find yourself kind of wound up, is to take a cold shower, because even though it seems like it'd be stimulating, the cold showers actually activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest branch of the nervous system, which actually can help calm you down a little bit. The other thing too that's often overlooked is the cell phone and your Wi-Fi, and really just electromagnetic pollution in general. So if either that means shutting off the Wi-Fi before you go to bed, putting your phone on airplane mode, eliminating any, as many electronics as you can before you go to sleep and while you're sleeping. Or you can look into things like biogeometry, I know Aries Technology is another company, things that will help mitigate the effects or harmonize the electromagnetic frequencies that you're being exposed to. So again, when it comes to sleep, you got to think about all the different types of stress that could be coming in, whether it's electromagnetic, chemical, physiological, and you want to create balance around all of that. So having a routine and then doing something like journaling or something that can help you calm your mind down and basically minimize any excessive thought patterns that tend to keep people up at night. And I found that even just simply having a journal that you write in before bed, or having like a to-do list that you just put things down on paper so that they're there and that you can forget about them, so you're less likely to be mulling them over and over and over again in your mind while you're sleeping. So those are a few of the things. There's obviously many different approaches to this, but those are the few that I found very helpful. Another small one is just getting a grounding sheet on your bed, or getting higher quality bed sheets, because even if you have synthetic fibers for your bed sheets, even that too can be a disruptor on your system. But the other things are probably going to make more of a difference first and foremost. So I hope that's helpful. And if you have any other questions or would like any further explanations on things, feel free to leave us a message, and we'd love to either reach out to you individually or get deeper in a follow-up video. But if you found this helpful, please leave us a thumbs up, subscribe, share with all your friends, help us to grow this channel and spread this information. Hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you're at, and I'll talk to you soon.